Good evening, everyone on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever this video might end up, and whoever might end up seeing it. The reason I'm making this is because there's a couple things I want to do. I want to, first of all, just introduce myself and explain a little bit about who I am, where I come from, and then I'll actually get into the meat of what this video is actually about, because it has nothing to do with me personally. This isn't a video about myself, but I want to just explain a little bit about who I am and why I am the way I am and why I believe in some of these things that I'm going to talk about in the video. So I want to start just by saying that I am a 31-year-old middle-class working man who is from Indianapolis. I currently live here. I've lived here my whole life. I was raised in a Catholic family. I went to church growing up. I went to Catholic schools growing up until my sophomore year of high school. I graduated with good grades. I went to college and got a degree, and now I work a pretty good job that degree kind of helped me attain. I've got a great family. Great friends, some of the best friends that I think anyone could ever ask for. For those of you friends who end up seeing this, you all know who you are. I'm not going to name any names here. So I've got a very good support system. Overall, I live a very good life. There's no denying that. So with that, that's just a very, very high-level Cliff Note version of who I am and kind of where I come from. Now, where I want to go with this is, first of all, I'm going to give you my name. My name's John Payne, and I'm going to say that whoever ends up seeing this, whether it's just friends and family, or if this somehow, in some crazy way, makes its rounds and people who don't know me, which I kind of hope this happens, but if people who don't know me end up seeing this, I just want to say to you all that I love every single one of you. And that is the basis of kind of what this video is about. I know it probably sounds kind of weird, and I apologize, but let me give you an idea on why I say that, even to those of you who might see this that don't know me. We all know that we live in a day and age now that we're in a digital world. We've got social media, internet. We've got all the access to anything we want to know at our fingertips, which makes it easier to see everything that's going on out there. And one thing, though, one constant that I see every day is just an amazing amount, and I say amazing in not really a good way, amount of hate and vitriol and just overall nastiness, and it's super depressing. This isn't anything new. I know everybody, and this probably isn't the first video that's been made talking about this, but I don't really care. But just the amount of hate I see every day, it hurts. Because, you know, people from all walks of life are going to be different, have different opinions on everything, whether that be politics, religion, even something as mundane as sports and entertainment. People are going to have differing opinions on all these things, and that's to be expected. One of the greatest gifts that we all have is the gift of choice. We get to choose what we like and what we don't like. We get to have our own opinions on any subject, no matter how mainstream, no matter how taboo those subjects might be. But it leads to so much hate and butting of heads and gnashing of teeth, as the old cliche goes. I just can't wrap my head around why why that is, other than it's been that way for hundreds of thousands of years. There's always going to be hate flying around, just like there's always going to be love flying around as well. But I just feel like all the bad things and the negativity is what really digs its way into the mainstream. You see positive things every now and again, but the negative and the hate, again, you're going to hear me say that word probably quite a few times in this video, and I apologize because I really don't like using that word. But so that's why I want to just reaffirm to anyone out there who sees this that unless you do something painfully disrespectful in a personal fashion to me or to my family or to anyone I love, just know that if I ever meet you, all my friends and family know this about me. This is no secret to any of them. But if for some odd reason this video makes its way around and people who don't know me see this, if I am to ever, for some odd reason, meet any of you or run across any of you, I will welcome you into my life with the widest open arms possible. Wide, not white. Wide, in case there was any confusion there. I don't care what your political affiliations are, and I say political first because we see every day all the back and forth after, the election and Trump becoming president, which on Friday he'll have been officially in office for 2 weeks. But just the amount of just acid that's being spit back and forth by both sides is insane. And it's not, this has nothing to do, again, with someone having one opinion and someone else having another opinion. That's fine. I have respect for anyone's opinions, whether or not I agree with them or not, and I feel like I can always constructively talk with someone about those differing opinions. But when I see these people just going back and forth with all this hateful language, it's just insane to me. So again, I don't care if you're a Trump supporter. I don't care if you hate him with every fiber of your being. I really don't care. So again, that goes for politics. Religion, again, I'm Catholic on paper. I don't really go to church anymore. As a Catholic, I feel like I probably should, but again, that's just part of who I am. Whether you're Catholic, Christian, Mormon, Quaker, Baptist, Buddhist, Islam, I don't care. Good for you. If you're atheist, good for you. I don't care. More power to you. I respect anyone who has a belief in something and stands up for that belief, even if it's just a non-belief. If your beliefs are you don't believe in anything like that, I'm totally fine with that. I just ask anyone to have that same respect for the opposite side. And I believe strongly that that's what leads to a lot of this hate, is just people can't seem to grasp what other people are thinking, and they don't understand. I apologize if I keep rubbing my nose. They can't understand what these other people are thinking, and whether they do understand it or not, I feel like 95% of people are going to respond to that belief like the other person is just completely in the wrong. And that's not, that doesn't do any good in bringing us together. So again, politics, religion, sexual orientation. Again, if you're, I'm a straight man, but if you're gay or if you're bisexual, good for you. That has no bearing on my life whatsoever. If I meet you and I feel like you're a good person and you have respect and values and morals that you believe in and you can respect mine, I will welcome you into my life like you're a family member. I don't care what you believe. As long as we can have a mutual understanding that we have our own beliefs and our own sets of morals and can respect the others, that's all I really care about. And like I said, I know I'm not the only person who feels this way. There are millions and millions of other people out there that feel this same way. I'm not alone in this. I just wish that, you know, I wish that we became the majority, that we could become the majority, I should probably say. You know, and I know I see a lot of people that do have respect for other people's opinions, and I just want to see more of that, but I feel like, you know, everything we do see just boils down to hate and misunderstanding and miscommunication and being able to talk on an even level about things without it escalating to something more. I've had this conversation with family and friends before. Again, you all who have heard me talk about this, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. I just hope that this kind of makes it out and other people can see this, because I want you all to know that if you all see the same amount of hate that I see every day in the world, that while there's that, there's also other people like myself to counterbalance that. And if we can just all find a way to gel, I know that can make a lot of things easier. It's, unfortunately, I'm a realist. I'm not a pessimist, but I'm not an optimist. I'm a realist. I know that that's not going to happen overnight, but one can hope. And one can dream of a day where, you know, that kind of thing can happen. So, again, in closing, I just want to say that there is love out there to counterbalance all of that hate that goes on. And I personally feel like I'm one of the ones who can help spread that. So, in closing, again, my name's John Payne. I love all of you. Godspeed. Be safe. And stay up. Good night.